Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear, brought to you by wind blowing through my hair from my window fan. We are working on Romeo and Juliet, and today we get to hear from Juliet in Act 4, Scene 3. We last left off in Act 4, Scene 1, wherein she had gone to Friar Lawrence because we all know that she's married to Romeo, who killed Tybalt, who killed Mercutio, but Romeo has been banished, so he's gone, which is a bad thing in the first place. It's making her very sad. But also now she has been told by her father that if she doesn't marry the County Paris on Thursday, then she's disowned and cut off. And her mother agrees, and the nurse, trying to be supportive, is like, yeah, you should probably marry Romeo or you should marry Paris because Romeo is gone and there's nothing that you can do about that. So she had gone to Friar Lawrence and said, if you don't have anything to help me, I'm going to kill myself right now. So he said, here's this vial of stuff, this potion that's going to make it look like you're dead for 42 hours. So you're going to drink it the night before your wedding. You're going to make sure there's nobody else sleeping in your bedroom with you. You're going to drink it the night before the wedding. The morning of the wedding, when they come in to wake you up, it's going to look like you're dead. You're not going to be breathing. There's not going to be a pulse, nothing. They'll take you to the crypt where all the Capulets are buried, where I will have told Romeo you're going to be, so he can meet you there in time for you to wake up to him, and then the two of you can escape to Mantua under the cover of night, and everybody will be happy. And she's like, okay. So then she goes home, and in Act 4, Scene 2, she comes home and finds that her family is preparing for the wedding. You know, they're making all the arrangements with the cook and all that sort of thing. There's a weird thing about, like, only good cooks lick their fingers. Bad cooks don't lick their fingers, which I think is an interesting tidbit and makes me think of, like, Gordon Ramsay yelling at people to taste your food. That's neither here nor there. So she comes back and she apologizes. She says, you know, while I was at confession at Friar Lawrence's, he told me that I should apologize for being disobedient, so please forgive me. Lord Capulet is so excited and so happy that she has apologized and now agreed to marry the County Paris that he moves the wedding up a day and says, you're going to get married tomorrow morning. So Wednesday morning, or Wednesday night, instead of Thursday night, she's going to get married. And it's currently Tuesday night. So he sends Juliet and Lady Capulet and the nurse up to make sure that Juliet has everything that she needs for the wedding, like a dress and all that sort of thing. He says he'll take care of the rest of the arrangements in terms of food, decorations, blah, blah, blah. And that's the end of Act 4, Scene 2. Act 4, Scene 3, we're in Juliet's room where she has been with her mom and the nurse, and they've picked out everything that she needs. And she tells the nurse that she needs to do like some quiet reflection the night before her wedding and asks the nurse to not sleep in her room with her, and the nurse obliges. She says goodnight, and the nurse and her mother leave, and Juliet says, farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. I have a faint, cold fear thrills through my veins that almost freezes up the heat of fire. I'll call them back again to comfort me. Nurse! What should she do here? My dismal scene, I needs must act alone. Come, vial. What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I be married then tomorrow morning? No, no, this shall forbid it. Lie thou there. What if it be a poison which the friar subtly hath ministered to have me dead, lest in this marriage he should be dishonored because he married me before to Romeo? I fear it is, and yet methinks it should not, for he hath still been tried a holy man. How, if when I am laid into the tomb, I wake before the time that Romeo come to redeem me? There's a fearful point. Shall I not then be stifled in the vault, to whose foul mouth no healthsome air breathes in, and there die strangled ere my Romeo comes? Or if I live, is it not very like the horrible conceit of death and night, together with the terror of the place, as in a vault, an ancient receptacle, where for these many 100 years the bones of all my buried ancestors are packed, where bloody Tybalt, yet but green in earth, lies festering in his shroud? Whereas they say, at some hours in the night, spirits resort. Alack, is it not like that I, so early waking, what with loathsome smells and shrikes like mandrakes torn out of the earth, the living mortals hearing them run mad. Oh, if I walk, shall I not be distraught, environed with all these hideous fears, and madly play with my forefathers' joints, and pluck the mangled Tybalt from his shroud, and in this rage with some great kinsman's bone, as with a club dash out my desperate brains? Oh, look! Methinks I see my cousin's ghost, seeking out Romeo that did spit his body upon my rapier's point. Stay, Tybalt, stay. Romeo. 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 Here's drink. I drink to thee. And she drinks it, and that's the end of Act 4, Scene 3. So basically, for as much as she was reassuring Friar Lawrence the other day that she has no fears about doing this, has no qualms about doing this, doesn't mind drinking some weird potion that she doesn't know what it is, but it's supposed to make her look like she's dead for 42 hours, she's afraid. She's really afraid. She's afraid that this isn't some magic potion, that it's actually poison, and that Friar Lawrence is maybe giving her poison to kill her so that he won't have to be held responsible for having married her to Romeo. She's afraid of waking up in the vault before Romeo gets there. She's afraid of all the spirits and the ghosts that may be running around in there. She's afraid that maybe Romeo won't come and she will suffocate and die or go completely crazy while she is in her family's mausoleum. And then she almost thinks that she sees Tybalt's ghost, but decides no, she's going to drink the stuff anyway and take her chances. So she does. She drinks it, and that's the end of Act 4, Scene 3. So we will find out if this potion really works, if she's actually dead, or if she just looks like she's dead. We will find all of these things out when you come back tomorrow for more. I'll see you then. Mwah.